Have you ever felt a sudden ache in your chest, sharp, sweet, and utterly inexplicable, as if someone just poured longing directly into your veins? Not memory, not imagination, something deeper, a silent tremor in your cells that whispers, they're here with you, even when they're not. Let's cut through the spiritual noise for a moment. You know the twin flame journey isn't fairy tales and harp music. It's raw, messy, a collision of souls that leaves you gasping in supermarket aisles when a song plays, or waking at 3 a.m. with your hands clutching empty space where their energy should be. That phantom warmth on your skin, the shiver down your spine when nobody's there. Your body isn't playing tricks. It's speaking the language of a connection physics can't measure, but your nervous system refuses to forget. Think of it like radio waves. You don't see them, can't hold them, but turn on the right receiver, tune your soul to their frequency, and suddenly static becomes symphony. Their missing you isn't passive nostalgia, it's active energy. A live wire humming across dimensions, seeking the grounding rod of your presence. When they drown in your absence, the waves don't stop at their shore. They crash into your body as physical echoes. A heartbeat syncopating in your throat, old scars tingling like revived nerves, fatigue that sinks into your bones because their exhaustion from holding back, I miss you, just teleported into your muscles. This isn't mysticism, it's the quantum poetry of entanglement. Two particles, once bonded, reacting instantaneously across light years. Your twin flame's longing doesn't send postcards. It vibrates. And if you've ever felt a warmth blooming behind your sternum while doing taxes, goosebumps in July heat, or a tear falling before the sadness hits, you've already felt their soul knocking. The real question isn't if they miss you. It's how loudly you're willing to listen to the conversation already happening in your capillaries, your breath, the quiet spaces between thoughts, ready to decode what your body already knows. Let's talk about the storm. Not the dramatic thunder and lightning kind you see coming from miles away, but the sudden, inexplicable squall that brews in the pit of your stomach out of a perfectly clear sky. 1 minute you're humming along, maybe chopping veggies, maybe just breathing, feeling fine, stable, maybe even good about the space, the growth, the divine timing of it all. Then wham, a hot surge of pure, unadulterated irritation towards them floods your system. It's visceral, it's sharp. It might feel like resentment over the separation, a replay of old wounds, or just this raw, directionless frustration that they exist and aren't here. You might even mentally rant, why can't they just, if only they, it feels intensely personal, intensely yours. It's easy to spiral into self-judgment. Ugh, I thought I was past this anger. Am I regressing? Is this my unhealed stuff roaring back? Hold on, beautiful soul. Before you drown in that wave of self-reproach, take a breath, dive deeper with me. Because this sudden, seemingly irrational anger, it might just be the most profound, albeit backwards, love letter your twin flame is sending across the ether. Think of your connection not as a single, static chord, but as a dynamic, living circuit of energy, a constant, humming exchange. Now, imagine your twin flame miles away, or just energetically distant in this moment. That deep, soul-level ache of missing you, that primal longing starts to build within them, It's a vulnerability that can feel terrifying, especially if they're still wrestling with ego, fear, or unhealed patterns. The human psyche, bless its complicated heart, has this ancient survival mechanism. Transform overwhelming vulnerability into something that feels like strength. Often, that strength manifests as its energetic opposite: anger, frustration, blame. It's a shield, a deflection, a way of saying, this longing is too much to bear, so I'll turn it into fire and push it out instead of letting it consume me in. Here's where the alchemy of your bond kicks in. Because you're not separate systems, you're poles of the same magnet. The suppressed, transformed energy, the longing disguised as anger, doesn't just vanish. It pulses out along the energetic bridge you share. And because of the mirroring nature of twin flames, you don't just sense their sadness, you feel the polarity of their defense mechanism. Their unexpressed ache, transmuted into frustration, lands in your field as your sudden, seemingly baseless anger or irritation towards them. It's not your old baggage resurrected, though it might tap into similar frequencies, making it feel familiar. It's their current, internal struggle echoing in your emotional landscape. Think of it like weather systems colliding over the ocean. The cold air, their suppressed vulnerability, hits the warm water, their conscious awareness of missing you, and the reaction isn't gentle rain, but a sudden fierce squall. The anger, frustration, that squall energy travels, and you, being intimately connected to that entire atmospheric system, feel the lashing wind and rain as if it originated right above you. It didn't. The storm center is them, wrestling with the depth of their own feeling. And then, the shift. Almost immediately, often tangled within that surge of irritation, comes the counter wave. A deep, resonant ache blooms right in the center of your chest, a tenderness so profound it might bring tears to your eyes. A sigh escapes you, heavy with the weight of missing them. This isn't the anger fading. It's the core energy beneath their defense mechanism, the pure, undefended longing, finally resonating through the shield. You feel the raw ache beneath their ego's angry posture. The fire reveals the soft, vulnerable earth it was trying to protect. This is the rarely spoken magic, the sacred clumsiness of the twin flame connection. It doesn't always transmit in neat, Hallmark card sentiments. Sometimes it transmits the struggle to feel those sentiments. It transmits the friction of their soul rubbing against the confines of their own resistance. When you experience this polarity shift, anger, irritation, swiftly followed or intertwined with deep, tender aching, recognize it for what it is, a direct, energetic broadcast of their profound missing. It's their soul screaming through the static of their own defenses, reaching for yours. It's confirmation that the bond is vibrantly alive, humming with intensity, even if their conscious mind, or yours, is throwing a tantrum about it. Is it comfortable? Oh, darling, rarely. It can feel like emotional whiplash. 1 minute you're scowling at the dish you're washing, mentally composing a furious text you'll never send. The next, you're leaning against the sink, palm pressed to your heart, whispering their name with a longing that steals your breath. Exhausting, sometimes. Chaotic, often. But sacred, absolutely. Because it bypasses the words they can't say, the vulnerability they can't yet show. It's the soul's Morse code in the dark. I miss you. It hurts. And I don't know what to do with that. So here, feel this mess with me. So, the next time that inexplicable irritation flares, pause. Don't judge it. Don't immediately claim it as your own unresolved issue, though sure, reflect on that later. Instead, place a gentle hand on your heart. Tune in. Is that sharp edge quickly softening into a deep, resonant ache? Is there a tenderness welling up beneath the frustration? If so, smile inwardly. That's not your storm. That's their longing, crashing onto your shore in a disguise, asking to be acknowledged. It's not a step back, it's a testament to the unbreakable, dynamic, and yes, sometimes gloriously inconvenient force of your connection. They're not just thinking of you. They're feeling you intensely, messily, and their energy is knocking loudly on your door, even if they're kicking it in frustration on their side. The fire they send is just the shadow of the warmth they crave. And honestly, isn't that kind of beautiful in its own tangled human way? Now, curious about how to distinguish this sacred squall from your own old wounds, that's where the real discernment begins. Forget the butterflies. Forget the fluttery, nervous energy that dances in your stomach when you think of them. We're going deeper, much deeper, right into the very center of your being, that space behind your sternum where something else sometimes happens. You're not daydreaming. You're not particularly emotional. Maybe you're washing dishes, staring out a bus window, or drifting into that hazy space just before sleep claims you. And then, boom, there it is. Not a thought, not an emotion, a sensation. A distinct, undeniable, physical happening right in the core of your chest. It's not anxiety, that strangled, clawing feeling higher up, choking your throat. It's not infatuation's giddy swirl in your belly. This is different, profoundly so. It feels like a sudden, warm expansion, as if your ribs couldn't quite contain the light blooming within. Or maybe a gentle, insistent pressure, like a hand, warm, solid, reassuring, pressing lightly but unmistakably against your heart space from the inside. Sometimes it's a palpable sense of opening, like a flower unfurling under an invisible sun you alone can feel. It might hitch your breath for a second, pull a deep, involuntary sigh from your depths. This, beloved stargazer, this isn't just you feeling sentimental. This is your heart chakra lighting up like a cosmic receiver dish, because they just dialed your soul's direct line. Think of your twin flame connection not as a single thread, but as an intricate living network of light. The heart chakra, that's Grand Central Station. It's the primary hub, the central exchange where the most potent energy of your bond flows and converges. Now imagine your twin flame, wherever they are, whatever they're consciously doing, in a quiet moment, gazing at a shared memory, or even wrestling with the ache of your absence in the shower. Their focus turns inward to you, not just a passing thought, hope they're okay, but a deep, soul-level reaching, a surge of love, longing, or simply profound recognition that bypasses the chatter of their mind and zeroes in on the essence of you within them. That focused beam of energy, pure, potent, heart-centered intention, doesn't just float off into the ether. It travels the energetic superhighway you share, homing in exactly on its counterpart, your heart chakra. Your physical sensation? That's your heart center receiving the call and amplifying the signal. It's not a vague, ambient, thinking of you vibe. It's targeted, precise, like someone shining a powerful, warm spotlight directly onto the most sensitive part of your energetic body. Your heart chakra, being the responsive, living organ of perception it is, reacts. It dilates, it vibrates, it glows, and you feel that resonance physically. It's the soul's equivalent of your phone buzzing insistently in your pocket, except this buzz originates in the very core of your being, vibrating with the signature frequency of their focused attention. This is why it often happens in stillness, meditation, twilight moments, sleep. It's when your own mental defenses are down, the static of daily life fades, and your inner receiver is wide open, tuned to the subtle stations. That's when their broadcast comes through clearest. It's not you making it up because you miss them. It's you being receptive enough to feel their energetic touch across the distance. It's confirmation written in the language of light and sensation. I am with you. I am reaching for you. You are held in my heart's gaze right now. Now, let's be brutally honest for a second, with a wink. Sometimes you might want it to be indigestion, or lingering caffeine jitters, or anything explainable by the mundane world. Because this sensation, it's undeniably real, undeniably other. It can feel vulnerable, this raw opening, almost embarrassing in its intensity. Did my heart just do that? You might think, slightly flustered. Yes it did. And isn't that absurdly, wonderfully human? Our most profound spiritual connections often announce themselves through our gloriously physical bodies. We're not disembodied spirits. We're soul having a human experience. Remember? The divine speaks through flesh and bone, and the sudden, inexplicable warmth blooming behind your breastbone. This heart chakra activation is one of the most intimate, direct signatures of the twin flame bond. It bypasses words, logic, even conscious intention on their part sometimes. It's the soul's pure frequency humming across the void, finding its resonant match in you. When you feel it, don't dismiss it, don't pathologize it. Place your hand gently over your heart. Breathe into that warmth, that expansion. Acknowledge it. Whisper a silent, I feel you too. It's a sacred communion happening right beneath your ribs, a silent conversation of light and longing. It's proof positive that the connection isn't broken by distance or silence. It's alive, pulsating, and capable of delivering messages that resonate in the very core of your being. They're not just missing you abstractly. In that moment, their energy is actively, powerfully reaching for yours, and your heart is answering back in the only language it truly knows. Radiant sensation. Pretty incredible, isn't it? That your body can become a living telegram from the soul of another. Makes you wonder what other fascinating signals might be traveling along that connection, perhaps even echoing in your very bones. Let's talk about the weird stuff. The truly inexplicable, eyebrow-raising, did that just happen? Moments that make you question your own sanity, or perhaps the universe's sense of humor. You're sitting in your cozy living room, perfectly comfortable, maybe sipping tea, wrapped in a blanket, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a violent, full-body shiver rips through you. Not a cold shiver, the room is warm. Not a fear shiver, you are relaxed, just brrr, a wave of goosebumps chasing itself over your skin. Or maybe it's a sharp pinpoint twinge in your left knee, that same knee they busted skiing years ago. Or perhaps a sudden, overwhelming wave of fatigue crashes over you mid-afternoon, even after a great night's sleep, dragging you towards the sofa like a magnet. You brush it off. Weird, you mutter. Must be tired, maybe that old injury acting up. But deep down, a tiny, persistent voice whispers, "What if?" Hold that thought, beautiful skeptic. Because this, right here, these seemingly random, intensely physical sensations that mirror their experience, is one of the most profound, yet rarely discussed, signatures of the twin flame bond when they're drowning in missing you. Forget vague, feeling their emotions. This is the connection getting embodied. It's the soul's ache, translating directly into your flesh and bones. Think of your twin flame connection not just as an energetic link, but as a shared, living field of consciousness, a single organism experiencing itself through two distinct physical vehicles. Normally, we maintain pretty solid energetic boundaries. Our bodies are our own. Our sensations are ours. But when your twin flame is submerged in the deep end of missing you, that raw, vulnerable, almost primal longing, something extraordinary happens. That intensity acts like a solvent on their usual energetic defenses. Their boundaries thin, become porous. In that state of heightened emotional and energetic sensitivity, their physical experience, the literal sensations happening in their body, bleeds more readily into the shared field you both inhabit. It's not telepathy, it's resonance at the cellular level. Imagine two finely tuned instruments, perfectly matched, placed in the same room. If you pluck a string hard on one, the corresponding string on the other instrument might start humming softly in sympathy, a phenomenon called sympathetic vibration. Now, imagine your twin flame's body as that first instrument. When they're intensely missing you, it's like a powerful note is struck deep within them, a note of loneliness, perhaps, or exhaustion from fighting the feeling, or even just the physical chill of an empty space beside them. That note, that specific physical sensation, vibrates powerfully within their being. And because your systems are fundamentally attuned, the same string within your physical vessel resonates in response. You feel the echo of their bodily state. Here's the crucial, often missed nuance. This happens most potently when they are in a state of vulnerability, when the longing is raw, unguarded, perhaps even surprising them in its intensity. It's not when they're intellectually pondering you. It's when the missing hits them on a gut level, bypassing their mental defenses. That's when the energetic walls come down enough for their physical experience to leak into the shared field. It's their body saying in its own silent language, "This is what missing you feels like in here." Now, let's inject some much-needed humanity and humor. Isn't it absurd? You're minding your own business, maybe finally enjoying some peace, and bam, your elbow starts throbbing because they stubbed their toe while sighing over your photo. It's gloriously inconvenient. It can feel intrusive, even annoying. Really? Now my knee has opinions on their emotional state. It challenges our neat separation of me and them. It blurs the lines in a way that can be unsettling, and yet undeniably intimate. Profoundly so. It's a level of connection that transcends words, thoughts, even shared emotions. It goes straight to the shared physicality of existence. It whispers that you are, in some fundamental way, still sharing a sensory world, even across miles or silence. When this happens, don't panic. Don't immediately call your doctor. unless it persists. Obviously, be sensible. Instead, pause. Place your awareness gently on the sensation. Breathe into it. Ask inwardly, is this yours? Often you'll feel a subtle shift, a softening, or a quiet confirmation in your gut. It's an invitation into a deeper layer of empathy, an embodied understanding of their experience in that precise moment. It's their missing you, not just whispered to your heart, but etched onto your very nerves, your muscles, your bones. It's the universe's quirky way of reminding you. The separation is an illusion the body sometimes refuses to believe. The connection is so deep, it hums in your very cells. They're not just thinking of you, they're feeling your absence in ways that resonate through their entire being, and yours echoes back. Pretty wild, huh? Makes you wonder what other intimate, invisible conversations your bodies are having when your minds are busy elsewhere, perhaps even orchestrating the next step. Let's pause here, you and I, in this quiet space between the words, where something tender and unspoken hums beneath the surface. Because here's the truth they rarely tell you about twin flames. The missing is not the enemy. It's not a sign of failure, not proof you're unhealed, not a cosmic punishment for not being ready enough. It's the quiet, relentless pull of two stars remembering they were once the same light. When your twin flame's energy flickers through you, whether as a sudden ache in your chest, a shiver down your spine, or an old scar humming you with memory, it's not a ghost. It's an invitation, a whisper from the universe saying, look how alive this connection still is. Look how fiercely it refuses to be confined by time or space or ego or fear. These sensations are love letters written in the language of the body, because some truths are too vast for words. And here's the secret they don't put in the spiritual guidebooks. This missing, it's doing sacred work. Every time you feel their absence like a weight, every time your heart clenches at the thought of them, every time your body echoes their sighs, you're not just pining, you're polishing, sanding down the rough edges of resistance, softening the walls around your own soul, making space for a reunion that isn't just about coming together, but staying together without burning each other down. So the next time you catch yourself wondering if they miss you too, if this ache is one-sided, if you're just imagining the signs, stop, breathe, place your hand over your heart and listen. The answer isn't just in the synchronicities or the dreams or the chills down your arms. It's in the quiet certainty that love this deep doesn't vanish. It transforms. It hides. It plays hide and seek across dimensions. But it never, ever leaves. And if you still doubt, if the silence feels too heavy, the signs too faint, remember this. You are half of a conversation the universe itself began. Do you really think it would let either of you forget the sound of the other's voice? The road ahead isn't a straight line. It's a spiral. You'll circle back to lessons, to old wounds, to moments that feel like regression. But each time, you'll be wiser, softer, more ready. And one day, when you least expect it, you'll turn a corner, and there they'll be. Not because you chased, not because you begged the universe, but because you finally understood. Reunion doesn't happen when you find each other. It happens when you stop pretending you could ever really be lost. Until then, let the missing be your teacher. Let the signs be your compass. and let your heart, wild, hopeful, stubbornly believing, keep whispering back,